First time for a rookie to get a triple-double in franchise history.
All we do is have fun. With Caitlin Clark, who never takes anything serious, like I tell people all the time, she's really a kid at heart.
And then we got the red t-shirt that says with the first overall pick, fierce like Caitlin Clark. Very excited for it.
Remember that feeling when your team just clicked? When every pass, every play felt perfect? That's what's happening with the Fever right now, and I'm gonna show you exactly how and why. Have you any idea what's incredible? In the midst of all the drama, Fever is quietly working on something incredible. Think you'd believe me if I claimed the locker room, not the court, is where they really shine. Fever HQ's hidden secret is about to come to light. Picture this. A practice court teeming with energy and enthusiasm. And are you kidding me? Is that Erica Wheeler cracking jokes?
She's making sure that when Cheryl Swoopes basically said there are locker room issues and some serious players want to go,
all we do is have fun. With Caitlin Clark, who never takes anything serious, like I tell people all the time, she's really a kid at heart.
a veteran thing to say is like, the others are trying to get inside the building, we just didn't let them in.
You wouldn't expect this from a team that says it's trying to improve its chemistry. Speaking of which, that is exactly what's happening inside those Fever doors. Join me as I take you on a tour of what goes down during a typical Fever session. Feeling the vibe? I find it quite exciting. The whole squad is laughing and supporting one another, which is making the game more enjoyable. Just pretend you're not at a professional basketball game, but rather a family reunion. There are teammates that enjoy being near each other, who make lighthearted jokes during water breaks, and who encourage each other after each drill. Happiness, though, is not the sole goal. It is very important for a young team like the Fever to have such motivating enthusiasm. Such an environment is necessary for them to establish chemistry and grow as a couple. Also, I have to admit, they are really dominating. We can thank a handful of key players for this team's progress, so let's introduce them today. First up, Erica Wheeler. In addition to her leadership role on the court, she is the lifeblood of the team off it. She'll take the lead in getting the team pumped up before games, organize team dinners, and be the first to congratulate her teammates after a victory. She is the kind of older sister that everyone wishes they had.
All we do is have fun. She's just a kid. The outside, the others are trying to get in. We're not going to let them.
You gotta understand the outside world was really trying to get inside this building. We just didn't let it.
The reason why their team chemistry seems to be so good, even though everything is going disastrously bad around them.
Kelsey Mitchell is our last speaker. An explosion of energy and optimism characterizes this young woman. Her capacity to inspire those around her and maintain an optimistic outlook are constants. In reality, she is the driving force behind your increased productivity since she always challenges you to improve. It makes sense that the team would back her. It is just astounding how these athletes are uniting everyone and lifting morale.
Cut off the ball or anything like that, and just that chemistry that you get used to playing with one another. It's taken time, but I think we're really starting to get it down.
Kelsey Mitchell, and to assume the role to be additive to Caitlin's game is so, that's a veteran move to me.
I think we've gotten a lot better, just like understanding each other as we're playing the game. Looking for each other when each other's hot, like Kels got hot there.
To the point that they no longer see themselves as teammates, but as a family. This is evident in their constant encouragement of one another both during and after games, as well as in their playful banter and inside jokes. This positive energy isn't just for show, which is the finest part. Because of this, they aren't performing up to standard, especially as the playoffs approach. When players enjoy each other's company, it leads to better communication, more trust in game situations, and a willingness to put the team first. Okay, let me break it down for you. Like a family, we crack jokes, put in long hours, and support one another as a crew. Are there signs that people in this group aren't getting along? In no world. The whole thing contradicts what Swoopes had asserted.
There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be. Players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
Yeah.
With you.
What kind of things do you feel?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay.
I ain't even on the team. I'm talking about more social media.
From your vantage point, the participants might be held responsible for this remarkable level of cooperation. Regardless, that chapter is far from finished. Do you think it's fair to say that the real MVP of the Fever isn't even on the field? Get to know the unsung hero who is quietly changing the world from the bench. The man responsible for for the Fever's transformation, Coach Christy Sides walks in. WNBA coaches don't compare to her. When it comes to coaching, Sides cares more about the team's spirit than he does about coming up with plays. The hiring of Sides did not necessitate a tactical genius. Not at all. Building a winning culture and boosting morale are her primary responsibilities. Plus, I must admit, she's really crushing it. Imagine charging into a Fever practice session full steam ahead. You would expect to see strategy meetings and drills, wouldn't you? Under Sides' leadership, things take a dramatic turn. Because of her, these players are incredibly energized. Picture this. Coach Sides has assembled the team. She would rather inspire her teammates than dive into the nitty-gritty of the game. What she's doing is building a house, not just a squad. Someone who inspires others, their main concern is not with plays and statistics. Have faith in yourself and your colleagues. That's what it takes to win.
First time for a rookie to get a triple-double in franchise history.
Do you think it's real? Thanks to this tactic, the Fever are achieving remarkable success. These young athletes are growing up and becoming better people at the same time. Like that cool aunt who, with the perfect words, can make you feel unstoppable. Sides is always there for you. But what really matters is that Sides isn't just an inspiration. All of these players will thrive under her tutelage. She seems to have figured out how to get her team to work together effectively. However, did you hear? Elaborate performances and stringent rules are unimportant. The goal is for these athletes to feel valued, supported, and like they are part of something bigger than themselves. Think about it. When was the last time a coach in a professional sport put an emphasis on teamwork rather than individual achievement? It's completely insane, isn't it? But the Fever really need it. The youthful Fever squad is tailor-made for Sides' playing style. A coach isn't enough for these athletes. They also need direction, encouragement, and occasionally friendship. All of these and more is brought together in Sides.
Let me tell you what they finished with. They only had 21 points the rest of the game after that timeout right there.
But what about winning games, you ask? I hear you. By encouraging such exceptional cooperation, listen, Sides is setting the stage for long-term success. Nobody can win against a cohesive team whose members believe in and support one another, no matter how talented the individuals on the team are. There is no doubt in her mind about this. The results, though, their emergence is getting underway. The Fever aren't just playing better, they're also enjoying themselves more. Their exuberant high fives, cheerful grins, and reciprocal celebrations of accomplishment show it. Have you any idea what's incredible? In the locker room, Coach Sides is doing her magic, while outside the arena, something strange is happening. There has never been a period when Fever gear sold out so quickly. Does this merchandise frenzy reveal anything about the team's true unity? And if so, who is driving it? The Fever product sales are something we must address. They're fantastic and completely insane. A sudden increase in sales has taken everyone by surprise, and we're here to talk about it. You would assume that fans would be hesitant to display their team spirit in light of the recent controversies surrounding the players bonding. To be more precise, the inverse is true. Consider the Fever's team store as a possible distraction. You think it should be rather quiet? That is just false. The atmosphere is electric with excitement. Fans are going crazy for jerseys, hats, and everything else related to the team.
Yeah, so I got the Clark Effect t-shirt, and then we got the hat for my dad because he wanted it. It says Clark's number on it.
Plus a nearly 1,200% increase in jersey sales. And this is really amazing.
And then we got the red t-shirt that says with the first overall pick, Fever like Caitlin Clark. Very excited for it.
Fever fans may view it as a unique take on Black Friday. Also, this isn't your average team jersey. Strange swag can be purchased at the Fever. Things like Demon Danta's t-shirts and Who Needs Defense sweaters are up for debate. I mean, come on. The crowd, however, is going wild about it. Their buy-in to the team's character goes beyond that. At this point, things become heated. That stuff, those aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. Something is being communicated. We believe in this team is a strong declaration. Think about it. What would you do if you thought the team was about to crumble? You still want to buy them stuff, right? In no world. Those that enjoy Fever, though, everything is set in stone. Drama is driving them away. They have a steadfast belief in what is ahead. They can't help but become involved with what they see as a groundbreaking movement in Indiana. But you know what? It becomes a lot more bizarre. Donations like this will go directly into the team's bank account. Envision yourself as a Fever player and walking onto the court to see a swarm of fans donning your jersey and cap. There's faith, and faith is more than just backing there. In this case, you would have an extra ally on your side. This degree of passion from fans, there will be a dramatic increase in crew morale. A message of "we've got your back" is conveyed to these individuals. When you support a young team like the Fever, it means the world to them. Yeah, it helps with chemistry, but it also brings people together and gives them confidence. Now let's break everything down so everything is clear. Now we have a coach that is enthusiastic about building team spirit, a group that is having fun and joking during practice, and a large number of enthusiastic fans. Is the team not getting along? In no world. Actually, I couldn't be more wrong. The way this team is coming together as a whole is inspiring. Playing well with others on the court is only half the battle. They're creating a whole neighborhood, a Fever family that extends from the sidelines to the bleachers. The most frustrating aspect is the abundance of positive energy. It gets everywhere. When fans display their support, it boosts the morale of the team. Encouragement has a direct correlation on how well they work. Their ability to captivate an audience is directly proportional to the quality of their performances. Just keep adding fuel to the fire of the positive feedback loop. Let us think about what Swoopes said again. Chemical worries. Oh dear, even though they're not trying to steal the show, the Fever are creating history.